All right. Good morning. Hello, Francisco. Thanks for dropping in. And yeah, continuing to pray for you. Thanks for the update. All right. Well, I hope you weren't hoping for the pre-show music song. I seriously thought about singing it, but this isn't just like a one-day thing. I'm streaming 4 days this week, and I'm going to be off again and off again, or on again, off again, at different times throughout each of those days. Well, this time it's just one chunk. This time it's just a 3 hour chunk, and then I'm done for today. But I think I'm a number of other days this week. I'm on for an hour, off, on for an hour and a half, off. And I don't want to do the freaking pre-show music song for every single one of those. I guess I could have done it just for this first one. I don't know. I feel like I've perpetuated that enough at other streams. I don't need to. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Because it is tradition. But anyway, welcome, Francisco, and anyone else who's watching either live or the recorded version of this. I have been looking forward to this for a while. Let's see here, and we are a go for board games. Yes, we are, Francisco. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I seem to get the itch for board games around this time of year, sometime about a month or two after getting back from Christmas vacation. I don't know exactly why it seems to happen about this time every year, but pretty faithfully. It's a weird phenomenon. But I've never. This is the first time I've ever really tried to live stream any board games. I had to figure out how to get two live cameras at the same time. And another reason that I haven't done a lot of board game live stream or any board game live streaming, I've done some playthroughs, but that's all pre-recorded and stuff, is because there's just more focus and thinking involved in recording or certainly streaming board games than, say, a video game. A lot of video games I can chat and play a game at the same time, but board games by nature, unless you're playing a dexterity game, and those are the minority, are more thinky experiences. And a lot of the board games I like, when I play them solo, whether they're made for that or not. Most of the time they're made for that in some way. But, you would not find it fun to watch me playing my board games because I would just sit here with my hand of cards, thinking very silently for much, much longer than that. Um, and so, since it takes so much brain focus, and since also I'm streaming at the same time and thinking about, can the cards be seen on camera? Am I on camera? Is everything working? I constantly have these things going in my head, as with every time I'm doing a live stream, and even more so this time, that I'm not going to have the brain power to play these games that I enjoy. I'm not saying I'm good at the games that I enjoy. I tend to be of a lesser skill level than most other players that play the same games I play. But you add live streaming to that, or even just recording myself to that, and like a third to one half of my brain power is being taken up by those functions of like streaming related things. So as with this game, I'm going to be playing Mage Knight today, and if it bleeds over into tomorrow, maybe a little tomorrow too. With all games this week, I'm going to be breaking rules. I'm going to be doing it on purpose. I'm going to be doing it on accident. I'm also specifically with some of the rules I'm breaking. It's not just for preferences, but just to make it easier for me, like cheating and stuff. So I've given myself some extra levels on this one. Actually, with Mage Knight, it's built into the rules that you can adjust the difficulty to your liking, and so. But I mean, personally, I think that that's an unwritten rule for all solo games. You just do what you want. If you're playing by yourself, just do what you want. It's your box of toys that you bought and you paid for with your money. You do what you want with them. Plus, with a game like Mage Knight, which I'll kind of give a brief introduction to in a second here, people can be intimidated by this game or games like it because they're so thoroughly and richly designed mechanically. And there are a lot of people you'll run into that are huge Mage Knight fans or fans of this kind of game, that they're going to be sticklers about those rules. It's really the rules and the mechanics that draw them into it, If that's you, you're going to have a hard time watching me play this game or any other game this week. Because, as I said, I'm going to be breaking rules like crazy. But what's cool about Mage Knight, on top of all those great rich mechanics, is the theme that those mechanics are married to, I think, so well. That doesn't happen with all games. Gloomhaven is a great example of a game, I think, that is richly mechanical, but the mechanics do not represent the theme very well. It can really feel like just an abstract experience with a painted-on theme in a number of respects, in my opinion. I won't get into that now. You can watch my Gloomhaven playthrough. Watch the last video on that, and I give my summary thoughts on Gloomhaven there. Anyway, so, Mage Knight. So this is a game where you are a Mage Knight. I'm not familiar with the whole lore of the Mage Knight miniatures game that preceded this, but this is the board game version. You are coming in, you serve the Council of the Void, and I'll read the introduction that they give to give you an idea of the setting just a little bit. And you are being sent by the Council of the Void to enter another world and basically conquer it on their behalf. And so in this game, I'm actually not playing as a Mage Knight, but I'll get to that in a second. I'm playing as my own custom character in this one. But let me read you by way of introduction to the theme of this. Oh, and again, I gotta mention, if you didn't notice this in the, I see there's someone else there. Who is that? Special Agent Utah, welcome. If you check the notes below and you'll see this, guys, but I'm not going to be able to interact with the chat near as much. Just my setup is way on the other side of my office, and brain power I got to give to this, and the chat is kind of even blown up. It's kind of far away, hard to keep track of. So I'll try to check in kind of infrequently, but it won't be the same as my video game streams. So anyway, let's see here. The game walkthrough. Where is this? Let's see. We do like this. This is the game walkthrough right here. So I'm just going to be reading off of this. I'll continue to give you a view of these really nice components while I read. The so-called heroes who plundered the lost city of Dragon's Gate did not know it was they who would cause the end of the world as they knew it. Thinking that the reference to a gate in the city's name was apocryphal, they were surprised to find an actual magical gate beneath the long-forgotten city. Oh, I should close my door in case my wife is walking around. I share a wall with my wife who works right next door to me here in our home. So I don't want to pollute her focus with my blabbing about nerdy things. The heroes were naive enough to open this gate, killing them instantly. All Mage Stone, the most concentrated magical substance in existence, detonated, causing millions of deaths and many of the previous seats of power to fall. The Breaking, as it became known, was 32 years ago. Since then, many of the factions were able to reassemble some of their lost power. The once formidable Atlantean Empire struggles to reunite its kingdom in the face of an all-out assault from the Orc Khans. Where once the Orcs were content with raids on the borderlands, the rumors of powerful new creatures, perhaps under the control of the Atlanteans, have made them afraid that their window of opportunity is rapidly closing. Fortresses are falling to rampaging hordes of the Khan army, and there are rumors that the Emperor, fearing an eventual assault on the kingdom's most powerful cities, has been increasing his defenses and asking for assistance from old and now silent allies. In several forgotten tombs, oh, love me some forgotten tombs in a fantasy game. In several forgotten tombs beneath the Empire, Draconum chrysalis, these are basically baby dragon eggs, now in their final stages of maturation, are hatching. The Draconum that will emerge from these ancient incubators are an entirely new evolution, unlike anything the land has ever seen. They actually look pretty much like dragons in this game. These long-lost invaders have timed their awakening to coincide, this is really small print, coincide with the prophecy that a leader of their kind, a leader of the Draconum, would emerge at this appointed hour. Until that force is known, they seek to destroy, conquer, and amass power for themselves. As the land suffers under the Orc raids, and the Draconum break through their underground hatchery, yet a third force has arrived on the scene. The peasants call them Mage Knights, as they proved equally adept at spell and blade. No one knows who sent them or why. Some celebrate them as heroes and liberators, and are eager to join their armies, as they believe that they can bring about true stability with their might. Most fear them, and close the gates of their cities as the Mage Knights are strange and choose to remain silent on their motives. In just a few days, a handful of mage knights have swept through the countryside in what would have taken an entire army, or entire armies, months to conquer. The only hint as to their motivation is that they are clearly heading to the capital. Tonight, they will reach its walls. You are a mage knight. No, I'm not. Sent to invade the Atlantean Empire at the behest of the Council of the Void. In a past you have long forgotten, you traded your independence for powers that rival those of the gods. In exchange, the Council asks only loyalty. And now you are being called on to carry out your mission without questioning their intentions. Your reward for your continued obedience: fame, power, knowledge, and treasure. Anything you encounter while on your mission is yours to keep, and you are free to work with or against your fellow Mage Knights as you carry out the Council's commands. There are no fellow Mage Knights. This solo game is just me. Perhaps someday you will regret your decision to join the ranks of the Void, but for now, you march towards the silhouette of a city on the horizon. Alright, I am not playing as a Mage Knight. I am playing as, you guessed it, faithful viewers of the Christian Geek Central YouTube channel and listeners of the podcast, I'm playing as Elderast! This is actually just a miniature from first edition Descent of it. Boy, that is not really focusing in the way I want it to. Come on now. Here's my mini right there. Don't you want to focus in on that? There we go. Elderast, the most powerful wizard in the world. Elderast is a dimension-hopping wizard who is looking for the ultimate power that cursed him with the life that he was given, so that he can have his revenge on that ultimate power, if at all possible. So yes, he's a very a bitter old mage, bitter old wizard, and he has found himself now in the realm of the Mage Knight board game, whatever this place is. What I know about the lore is just what I just read to you. So anyway, I'm going to put him right here for now. This is where we start. Now, as I play this game, if you're not familiar with Mage Knight, basically, I've got these, cards and things. There's a lot of cards play that I'm going to be doing. That's the main focus of the game. And then this is going to be a map that I build out over time. If you're familiar with the game, I'm playing solo conquest, full solo conquest. Usually by myself, I just play Blitz solo conquest, which is a much shorter version. But this is a longer version. I'm hoping that between either today and maybe bleeding into tomorrow a little bit, I will be able to finish the game, but we will see. So yeah, I am just about set to get started. I basically did all my setup beforehand, but let me explain who this fellow is. This fellow right here is Voltaire, because I am not just playing a completely normal game of Mage Quest. I bought all the expansions that are available for this game, so if you buy whatever the latest version is, I don't know if it's called like the Super Edition, the Collector's Edition, there's some kind of more recent edition that includes all of the DLC, as it were, for this game. And so I basically have all that box has, because as those things came out, I just bought them all because I've really enjoyed this game. But this is Voltaire. This is Voltaire, and he's a mysterious figure from another world. I can't remember. I'm not going to actually read his whole spiel. I actually just want to get into the gameplay here, but he's kind of like this legendary figure that vanished for a while, I think, and then eventually came back, but we don't really know what his motives are or whatever. All Elderast knows is that he has entered this world, and this is the other big dog, and Elderast is here to conquer and to destroy and to uncover the powers that be and see if they are responsible for his life. They probably are not the ones that are responsible, but he will bring them to heel because he seeks power and dominance, and he's a really kind of a screwed up guy. So anyway, Voltaire is going to be in his way eventually, but not right now. So let's see if I can remember. I haven't played this game in years, and all I did to prepare was set up the game and reread the rule book cover to cover over, I want to say about a week ago, or was it over just this last weekend? No, it was last weekend. And this weekend, I think last night before bed, I skimmed through some things again. Oof, this is going to be a rough ride. Here we go. I'm not going to explain as I go rules unless I really feel like they're relevant to what I'm currently thinking about or whatever. There's plenty of videos that you can watch about how to play this game, how it works. So I'll just start by drawing my starting hand of 5 cards. If you are, really into Mage Knight, and you just are really having a hard time with me getting rules wrong on purpose or on accident, you are welcome to let it out of your system by leaving a comment and saying the rules should actually be played this way. I probably won't respond because I kind of just don't care. At most I may... Now I won't respond at all. I just don't have time and focus for that. But in the comments later on, you might just get an, okay, thanks. But it's not going to change anything that I do. So anyway, but I understand. I understand. I do understand that temperament. If you need to just, but he's doing this wrong, I got to say something. Knock yourself out. Okay, so these are the cards I have to deal with. You're always trying to figure out, okay, how can I use the cards in my hand to get done what I want to do? Because they all have a main purpose, but then to a lesser degree they can serve other purposes, such as movement and combat and things like that. So I'm wanting to eventually move across this map and make my way out there to Volcaire. So first thing I think I want to think about is movement. Let's see here. So I've got a move. I could do move of 2 there. Let me back this up just a little bit so you can see a little bit of what I'm thinking about here. So this will give me a move of 2. Let's see, when you play this, this is the souped up version of this ability if I have mana to spend on it, which I don't at the moment. I don't have any green crystals. Gain a blue, white, or red mana token. That could be useful, paying for another card. There's another move. Oh, look at that. Lots of move. Lots of move. This is pretty good for a starting hand. Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do any of this. So you can play as many cards as you want. So the movement here, I'm looking at this board here because it tells me what kind of hex spaces require how much movement. Depending on the space, then a different amount of movement is required. So just in the grassy plains here that I'm planning on moving on, I don't think there's a great view for me to give you of the whole board all at once. So, so I guess, let's see here, if I were to go 1, 2, and then I believe it's 2 more points to put out another tile. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll come right here and then spend 2 more to reveal a tile. And I've got to line this up so that the symbols match up. See, like this circle with the number 9 there? I gotta see, and this one will form a star up here once I get another tile in place there. But yeah, so I'll reveal it like that. I think I'm doing that right. And then look at that. We've got 3 interesting locations already. My gosh. So I need to kind of set these things up. I need my special cards that are going to remind me what to do. No marauding orcs. I'm used to running into marauding orcs pretty commonly. Oh, wait a minute. I have a piece of paper that tells me what to do on these, right? I printed out a thing. My Mage Knight quick reference sheet. Yeah, I'll just do that. Then I don't have to flip through all these dumb cards. Put these cards away. Alright, so let's start with the Mage Tower. When revealed, place a violet enemy token face down on this space. The token is revealed during the day if a player is adjacent to it. Okay, so I can just reveal it right away. So, let's see what we got here. Violet enemy token. Boom. What is this? Oh, I think that's like a sorcerer. What is that thing called? There's a... let's see here. That is... Oh, it's an illusionist. It's an illusionist. So, this thing, when I fight it, is going to summon a monster, I think, from this category, from these dungeon. It's going to summon a dungeon monster, and let's see, it's got some physical resistance. So that is what I'm dealing with there. Have I done all I need to do? While unconquered, can be assaulted, and you get reputation -1. That's fine. I'm thrilled to have found a mage tower this early on, because the mage tower will give me some spells. And I think, I don't know. I don't remember for sure if I'm supposed to wait until it gets revealed, or if I was supposed to do that at the beginning. But I'm going to put some spells out now on the board here. I'm a little, oh, that's why I had this scooted over this way, because I'm just a little bit pressed for space here. Let's see. Ooh, I like to look at this one. Let's see here. Ranged fire attack 5. Or if I'm willing to take a wound, I can do siege fire attack 8. Nice. Now, for those that are familiar with this game, I am playing as, what is her name? Aretha Franklin. Arethea? Arethea, the blood cultist. Basically, I took her mini out. I put my Elder mini in because I like her power sets a lot. She has abilities that have to do with using wounds. You can take wounds and they clog up your deck and they're useless cards normally. But when she gets them in her hand, if she has the right ability, and I do, I chose to start myself with the right ability, she can convert them into much more useful things. And so that is that's super cool. That's super cool. Although, let's see here. Let's see. I got invocation. Once during a turn, discard a wound card to gain a red or black mana token, or discard a non-wound card to gain a white or green mana token. You must spend a mana token, gain this way immediately, or you cannot use this ability. She had one, I thought, that allowed her to use... Oh, here it is, Power of Pain. So that's like the next one I'm going to get, is the Power of Pain. I love this one. Once a turn, you can play one wound sideways as if it were a non-wound card. It gives +2 instead of +1. At the end of your turn, put that wound in your discard pile. It's not something I need right now, because I haven't taken any wounds yet, but that is absolutely going to be the next one on my list. Normally, you have to choose randomly. I'm not playing that way. I want what I want. And I'm also giving myself access to, like, other Mage Knight abilities that normally I would have to play as that character to have access to. Elderast does not play by the rules. He is all-powerful! Well, not all-powerful. I might get trounced a little bit here. So, and then, let's see. This is, oh gosh, takes 4 movement to move into this space. So, I've already committed to playing these 2 cards here. Gosh, this is going to go more slowly just because I'm talking so much and trying to describe this. I really debated, and I still might change the way I do this at some point, but I debated whether or not during the live stream I would talk through everything I was thinking, or if I would, or if I would just allow for times of silence, because I was thinking that I was actually not thinking anybody would show up for this live stream. So the fact that there's at least 2 of you in the chat is really cool. And I don't know how many people are actually watching. That's data is too far off for me to see. But I thought about, you know, if nobody was going to be coming to the live stream, that I could just mostly sit and think in silence, and then when I put it out in the video format later on, I could edit out those moments of silence. But I think I'll try to keep myself blabbing here and bring you guys into my mind a little bit as much as I can. And then if I don't finish this thing, then I can save this game. This is the cool thing that I thought of when I was prepping for this. This is actually like a framed poster that this game is sitting on. And last fall I got a new TV that I ended up keeping the box for just in case I needed to return it. And but the time has passed for me to be able to return it. But the box is big, and so I was able to cut out big, huge pieces of it like that. Oops, crap. Like that one over there, to put board games on. So once before, years ago, I bought like this black tag board type thing so I could keep a couple board games, quote unquote, saved and just slide them under our bed or something until I went, because sometimes board games, the ones I like to play anyway, they take a lot of setup time, a lot of teardown time. And sometimes that'll just keep me from wanting to get them out. even though I know I'd have a good time with them. And so saving my board games like this and playing them on a surface that I can pick up and just stick under a bed or on some ledge in a closet somewhere or something, means that I'm more likely to get back into them when I kind of feel that itch a little bit. So anyway, all the games I'm playing this week, I found save services for them. So if I don't finish this, which I probably won't, I can always save it, and then if there's enough interest, I can continue my playthrough of this. Probably at the end of the week, or as I put these videos out, I'll just kind of see what the feedback is, what the interest is for each of these individual games, and maybe whichever game people are most interested in, I will continue recording my playthrough of. But anyway, okay, so what do I have here? Do I have enough movement to... Because I have to be able to move into this thing, I'm pretty sure. I have to have 4 movement to be able to move into it, and I don't think I'm gonna have that, and the ability to do an attack this turn. So, and they're fortified, right? So let's see here. What does that mean? It means that only siege attacks can be used against this enemy in the ranged end siege attacks phase. I think being in a mage tower means they're fortified. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, so I don't think I have... And the thing is, I'm not going to know what that monster is that it's going to use the attack value of, because that's what it does. This thing, it causes me to draw a monster from this token set, the dungeon token set, and use its attack power against me in place of its own attack power. It uses its own defense power, but it's going to use some random monster's attack power. So that's a real risk. I don't even know what I'm in for when I fight this thing. So it could go really poorly. Well, let me see here. I do have this Blood Rage card. This looks pretty cool. And I do have a crystal. And well, I've got a red mana in the pool to use on this. Attack 4, you can take a wound to increase this attack to 9. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm better positioned than I thought. Geez, let's see here. So this one, crap. I don't quite have enough move to get in, I don't think. I can get 2 off of this one, and if I play this sideways, that'll give me 3. Gain a blue, white, or red mana token. I don't think there's anything that I can use that for. It's going to help me get in there. That terrain that it's on, man. I think I'm going to have to wait until next turn, which sucks. Let me think here. Attack 2, you can take a wound to increase this. I mean, once I can get in there, I'm golden, but there is nothing that there's nothing that a blue, white, or red mana token is going to help me do that I can't already do. And what's my special ability? Let's see here. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Maybe there's something in my special ability here. Where is that? Where's my card that shows my thingy? Oh, come on now. Get the girl's card out. What are you thinking? Oh, here it is. It's hiding over here. Okay, so where's that ability that I have? I have this one. I have Invocation. Okay. Once a turn, discard a wound card. Oh, crap. No, I can't do that. Or, let's see here. Or discard a non-wound card to gain a white or green mana token. Well, white, that's still not going to help me. That's still not going to help me. Wait, no, white or green, right? Did it say white or green? Green would give me 4 to move in there. So if I am willing to, let's see. I can discard this non-wound card to gain a white or green mana token. So that would give me a green mana token. Just pop that into my play area here. You must spend a mana token gained this way immediately, or you cannot use the ability. Okay, and so then I would spend that to activate my move of 4, which would get me into the fight. Now, the problem doing this is that after I get in, all I've got left is this card, and that's going to be great for an attack, but I have nothing left to block with. So that means I'm definitely going to be taking some wounds, and I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, I like Arathea and her ability to take wounds and it not be that big of a deal, but it still feels just a little bit early for me to be doing that. So I think I am going to. I think I'm going to wait. That's the thing, you know, playing with Arathea's abilities. It's nice when you do take damage, but it's a character that almost kind of wants you to lean into taking damage, and my temperament doesn't really lead me to lean into taking damage, you know. So yeah, I guess I'll just end there. Gotta remember how the turn. Let's see. Gotta make sure that I'm not doing any healing. End of turn. Re-roll the mana dice. So yeah, these get discarded. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna end my turn. Oh, let's see. I do have this tactic that I took at the beginning of the round. When you take this tactic, discard up to 3 cards, including wounds, from your hand. Then draw that many cards. Shuffle your discard pile back into your D deck. Hold the freaking phone. I forgot to do this. Discard up to 3 cards, including ones from your hand. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, it's when you take this tactic. Then draw that many cards. Shuffle your discard pile. It might be too late for me to do this. Well, I mean, I have to, yeah. Let's see. Well, I'll just retroactively do something. So I did spend these for sure. So discard up to 3 cards. So I can swap. Jeez. Discard up to 3 cards, including wounds, from your hand. Then draw that many cards. Shuffle your discard pile back in your. All right, forget it. I'm just not going to do that. I forgot to do it, and I kind of don't feel like doing it now. All right, so this is going to get discarded. Just put this over here. It's not really a tactic. It's not really relevant to me anymore. And then I need to refill my hand. Okay, so I got some blocking. I can take advantage of. I got to re-roll. Oops, what did I just drop? Oh crap. Okay, so these are nice, but this one's gone, and I think it's there like for the rest of the round. Each round is like there's day rounds and night rounds, and each round is made up of multiple turns. And so for the rest of my turns this round, this mana die is going to be inaccessible to me if I remember correctly, which sucks. Let's see. Okay, so did I do all that right? I think I got to do the dummy players thing now. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think. I'll just do things like the Joker. I'm just gonna do things. So then, oh yeah, okay. So I go 1, 2, 3, and his last card is blue. He does have 1 blue crystal, right? So then he's going to draw an additional card. All right. And that's his discard pile. All right. You keep a dummy player in here, but you don't really have to think or do anything for them. You're mostly just cycling through their deck. And when the player's deck runs out, that determines basically when the round as a whole is coming to an end. So, all right. Well, I'm going to take another turn. Gosh, I'll bet I'll watch this video later on, and I'll be like, oh, Pater. Come on, man. Even I know that that's not how you're supposed to play this game. Let's see here. So, yeah, I want to get in there now. Now, this is cool. I can use this as any type of mana. See, there's a number of these cards that will have a bottom ability that if you spend one of the appropriate mana, you get to use that more powerful ability. So first I gotta have 4 movement to get me in there. And so right now I'm thinking we do that to get me in. And gosh, I've got some block. I've got 2 block there. I've got 2 block there if I need it. And I got this card, and I got I can only use one mana from the mana pool, and I'm using it for that, so that's fine. But I have a red crystal that I can use if I really need to bump this baby up. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's see if I can remember how to do combat in this game. That's the real game, is seeing if I can remember how to play the game. Alright, am I pulling from the right thing? Okay. So, what is the illusionist going to conjure? He's going to conjure this thing. Oh, crap. That looks very bad. That looks very, very bad. Okay. So, he's resistant to both ice and physical, which means that any attack points that I gather together to attack him get cut in half before they're actually applied to him. And he's got poison, which means he's going to do kind of if his damage gets through to me, he's going to put wound cards not just in my hand but in my deck too. So I'll be feeling that for a while. What is this? I'm thinking he's a mummy. Doesn't he look like a mummy? I'm thinking mummy. Let's see if I'm right. Crap, somebody was trying to call me. Alright, here's what I gotta do. I forgot to do this. I gotta open up my phone. And I want nobody calling me. Because I need this phone for my camera. Alright? Alright. Jeez Louise. Okay. I should silence my other phone too. Not silence it, but go into hermit mode. There we go. Alright. So let's see. Was I right? Is this thing a mummy? Oh, this is an expansion guy, I think. I'm not seeing him on my normal list of monsters here. Crap. No wonder he's so intimidating. Where is he? What the crap? I'm not seeing him in my list of enemies. Where is this guy? Gosh, let me know if you see him. You won't be able to tell me anyway. Huh. Where's... Oh! One expansion I missed. Missed this one. Mummy! There he is. He's a mummy. Okay, I was right. That was not really the best use of time, maybe, to just verify that he's called a mummy. But come on. We want to know what our enemies are called here. Alright, so he's got 4 damage coming to me if I don't block him. Let's see, how do I do this again? We got the ranged and siege attack phase. I don't think I'm going to have... That's kind of your chance to really try to do damage to these guys before they do damage to you. And let's see here. I've got ranged attack 1. So if I could... I mean, this illusionist has physical resistance, but if I could somehow do 3 damage to it in the ranged... Well, it'd have to be siege, because it's fortified. So if I could do, basically I'll have to do 6 physical damage in the siege phase to take this thing out before the mummy gets a chance to attack on its behalf. So let's see here. I could get 3 ranged attack out of this because I do have a red crystal that I could use. Or no, siege attack. Only 2 siege attack. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to have to worry about blocking him. Yeah. Yep. I can't make it happen. Okay. So now let's turn our attention to blocking this punk. So he just has... Oh, that's right. I don't have to deal with his... I mentioned his resistance stats before, but that's irrelevant right now. All I have to worry about right now is blocking his attack so that I don't have to deal with taking damage and extra poison damage. So I gotta summon up a block of 4. That shouldn't be too hard. So right here, this could give me a block of 2, and this could give me a block of 2. And then I would still have plenty left over here, presumably, to take this guy out. Because I don't even need to spend mana on these. Spending this to get in, this to block. What's cool about this game is that for the most part, you know, you can really think through what you're going to do, and then they give you permission to have takebacks, you know? So if you're playing all these cards and you're figuring out, okay, I'll use this for this and this for this and this for this, and then you realize, oh, that's not going to work. Is there another way I could do it? Well, you can do takebacks. As long as you haven't rolled any dice, which is not a common thing in this game to roll dice, or revealed any new information, like drawn a card or set out a tile or something like that. Once you do that, that's like your new autosave that you can go back to, but you can't go back prior to that, you know. So, Elderast, what are we doing here? We are summoning arcane energies to block the incoming mummy attack. This mummy is summoned. Well, this is summoned. I mean, it's illusionist. That doesn't quite match up thematically. There is another monster in here that also uses the attack stats of a monster other than itself, and it's called a summoner, and that makes sense to me. Illusionist, I don't know. I mean, there's some, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the illusion is that he was hiding the mummy with illusions until the last moment. I don't know. Okay, so this mummy comes out, or maybe it's an illusory mummy. It's like a Green Lantern projection, you know? Where like he makes it, he conjures it, and it's kind of like but it's a hard light projection. So it comes out and it's a mummy and it can attack, but it just evaporates, you know, once it does that. I'm going with that mental picture right now. Hey, John Wilkerson. Thanks for coming by. I'm looking at the chat over there, but you're actually there, John Wilkerson. Hi, John Wilkerson. And anybody else? I don't think I've missed anybody else popping in and saying hi. Anyway, yeah. So back to this. As I mentioned in the notes below, John, unlike my video game live streams, it's going to be much less frequent that I'm able to check in with the chat and kind of react to what you guys are doing. So enjoy yourselves, and I'll try to give you something interesting to watch. But it will be pretty rarely that I'll be able to kind of answer any questions or respond. But even so, as I put in the notes, guys, if you're watching live, put at Christian Geek Central with no spaces and make sure the spelling is correct, and I will see that highlighted in orange on my version of the chat. And so that does have a better chance of getting my attention if you have a specific question or comment directed at me. Okay. So, yeah. Elderast just summons an arcane shield, blocks this pathetic attempt of attacking me with your illusory mummy. And now, so now that I've dealt with that, that was the block phase. There's no damage that needs to be assigned. And now it's the attack phase. So I have to do 6 damage to this thing. You can take, let's see, I could this will give me an attack of 2. You can take a wound to increase this attack to 5. So I mean, one way I could do this would be to take a wound, then I get 5 attack here, and then you can play any card, any normal card, not a wound normally, sideways to give you 1 attack, 1 move, or 1 block. Just standard move, standard block, standard attack. I don't know, is there a special move ability? Flying? Maybe there is. I don't remember. Anyway, so that'd be one way to go, but I got to take a wound to do that. The other way would be to use this, use the ability here to give myself a red token, and then I can play the more powerful ability here, which would be attack 4. You can take a wound to increase this to attack 9. So it looks like either way, I'm going to be taking a wound, right? I'm going to be taking a wound and spending this card. I don't think there's one advantage over the other. But hey, just in case there's something I'm not thinking about, that will occur to me in a moment. And because Eldoras likes to display his power, I will use Blood Rage. I will summon up, what is this? I will draw from the red mana of this planet and cut myself and use my blood as part of the spell casting. This is a very Eldoras type of, thematically speaking, this kind of gross stuff. Actually, in my Dungeons in my Dungeons and Dragons RPG that I used to play Eldoras in, he was what I call a poop wizard. Well, with the gaming group I used a different word, but in the stream here I'll use the word poop. It's a poop wizard. Whereas other dark, necromantic, or otherwise weird and sinister forms of magic might involve cutting yourself and putting blood in some kind of a magical circle or whatever. Eldoras believed that there was some mystical element in feces, and that his own feces was even more potent than the feces of animals. I mean, he had collections, little vials of feces that he would keep with him, and just add into the spell components of whatever spell he had that he needed components for. He would, of course, use the required components, but then also squeeze a little bit of the brown stuff in there. And yeah, the other party members did not like traveling with him. I think the other players enjoyed having him along. But the other party members did not particularly enjoy having the poop wizard with them. But he was useful, He was a freaking glass cannon when the situation called for it. So anyway, yeah, so he'll maybe cut himself and involuntarily squirt one out a little bit in reaction to the pain. And we got 9 wounds coming off of this Blood Rage magic. And that should be plenty to take out the illusionist. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It does require me to basically use my entire hand up. That's fine. You're going to have turns like that. But I don't have to deal with getting any damage. I'm pretty sure I do not get the fame here at the bottom for dealing with this guy. It's just his attack that I'm dealing with. But I get the fame from this guy, and fame in this game it's experience points. It does kind of. I understand why they call it fame, because as your fame increases and you become more capable, you're better able to persuade and different things like that. So I get why they would maybe call it fame, but in any case, nice 4 fame. So I am going to move up here on the fame tracks. I already cheated, gave myself a little head start, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And once I pass that point there, I will be able to gain another level, get some more goody stuff. And, yeah, nice. So, I've defeated the illusionist, and I get to move into the Mage Tower. And then I get some benefits here. Let me remind myself of what those benefits are. Let's see here. Now this tower and its inhabitants belong to me. While conquered, mark it with a shield token and gain a spell as your reward. That's right. Okay, don't want to forget that. So one of my shield tokens, where are my shield tokens? Oh, here we go. So this is one of my little. You have a bunch of these things. They're used. I think there's a point system in this game. I never pay any attention to it, but at the end of the game, if you're playing, competitively, or if you just kind of want to like assign a point value to how well you did, there are different things you do during the game that accrue points for you that you add up at the end. And so, this game is built to really care about the rules in that regard, so that you're really challenging yourself and seeing how many points you can squeeze out of your playthrough, and if you can beat your personal best, or whatever the crap. But that is not what I'm in it for. That and like PlayStation trophies and Xbox achievements. I'm like, okay, so I get a spell. I'm pretty sure I get to choose any one of these here. So let's take a look at the spells here. I think I already know which one I'm going to go for, but Call to Arms. You may use an ability of one unit in the unit's offer this turn as if it were one of your recruits. You cannot assign damage. Yeah, see, these are all units here that if I go to the right place, I can recruit them. In fact, I might even be able to recruit. Yeah, there are some I could recruit from this Mage Tower now that I've conquered it. But Eldoras is not really typically into having other people with him. He's going to be a Lone Ranger unless he absolutely has to be. So I don't think I'm going to be seeking out a bunch of units. That said, Eldoras does like to have servants. So maybe I will have units at some point. So this is something to think about. You may use an ability of one unit in the unit's offer this turn. So actually, this doesn't even require me to have units of my own. I've got all these units here in the unit's offer. So if I play the spell, can use an ability of one unit in the unit's offer this turn as if it were one of your recruits. So one of my units that I would place down here. You cannot assign damage to this unit. So that's kind of cool, actually. Call to Arms, appropriately named. Call to Glory is the more powerful version, which if I have a white mana and a black mana, which black mana you only have access to at night, you can recruit any one unit from the unit's offer for free if you are at your command limit, which is your limit is how many units you can have. You must disband one of your units first. Huh, that's cool. That is cool. That is cool. This is probably the one I'll get, though. Ranged fire attack. Fireball, baby! Oh, come on. I'll read through these, but this is the one I'm going to walk away with. Ranged fire attack 5. So that's the ability to blow those suckers up before they get a chance to touch me. Very appropriately named. Firestorm, even better. Take a wound. Siege fire attack 8. Nice. Nice. So even more potent. Because sometimes when you're going up against fortified enemies like I was, anytime you go to like a big compound, they're automatically considered fortified. And they will not be vulnerable to ranged attacks during the range/siege attack phase at the beginning. You can only affect them if you have damage, siege attack damage. So, oh yeah, baby, that's awesome. What is this last one, though? This is not going to be what I choose. Restoration. For a green mana, you can heal 3. If you're in a forest, heal 5 instead. More powerful version, heal 3. If you're in a forest, heal 5 instead. Ready up to 3 levels worth of units. If you are in forest, ready up to 5 levels of units instead. Nope. Okay. Now, let's see. I can't remember at this moment if I put another spell out. I know I do at the end of the round. I'm going to put another spell out because I want to. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, so, but I think I have to pay for this, don't I? I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no. Let's see. While see. Shield token, gain a spell as your reward. Okay, so I just gained this spell. But let's see. While conquered, it says, any player can recruit units and buy spells here. Spells can be bought for 7 influence plus a mana that is the same color as the spell being bought. So influence, that's... it says buying, but really thematically, Eldorast would be kind of getting the wizards here into shape. Present me with your knowledge. Present me with useful magic for this realm. And they're either going to respond to that call because he's influential enough, or they're going to just say, screw you, I'm getting out of here. But anyway, don't have to worry about that. I get this spell for free. So this gets added, I think, to my hand, which is empty at this point, right? Because I blew it all on that move. So that all goes into my discard pile, except for this one. Nice, though. That's very nice. And that is all that I can do for surezies. Well, maybe not for surezies. But I'm done. So, let's see. We got to take these back. Oh, crap! Another black mana. Oh, my gosh. This is getting harder and harder for me to make use. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's do the... Oh, no. Let me refill my hand, then I'll do the dummy player. One. Let's see. So I got 1 already. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll look at those in a second here. Oh, man. John Wilkerson says he used a different... he used a different highlighted at Christian Geek Central for every word in this sentence. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, John. I've been excited about this, a little nervous about it too, just because it's very different from any of the streams I've done in the past. But so far, I'm feeling it. So yeah, and I like that I'm spreading that this is getting spread out over like the whole week. So it's going to be by the end of the week about 15 hours of content that I'm creating, and I don't have to do that in one stretch. I mean, that's like all the best hours of Extra Life in terms of worth of content that I'm able to produce that will in the future be able to be put out as weekly content, like on Thursdays, alternating with video game content. And I can do it in these short bursts where I'm going to be sharper, have more energy, and it just won't exhaust me, and I can still get some other things done for work this week. A lot of things are going to have to be put on the wayside, but anyway, blah, 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 blah. That's not what you're watching for, but I'm doing very well. Thank you, John. Okay, so now we got to do the dummy player stuff. So that's 1, you draw 2, and then 3 cards. The last card was a white color. He doesn't have any white crystals, so that just goes into the discard pile. And now we're back to my turn again. And let's take a look at my hand here, what I have kind of to work with. It's hard to get them all in the camera. Here, I'll just put that there. I want to get a drink, but put them out so you can see them while I do that. Francisco says, "Oh, come on, Peter, react." He said that before all of John's thing. So I don't know what you were wanting me to react to, but it's probably not going to happen, Francisco. Sorry. Okay, so... Well, what do I even want to do here? Oops, I'm flipping my things all around. Those need to stay there. I could head over to this fortress here. I think that's what they're called. What is it called? Oh, it's a keep. It's a keep. When revealed, place a... Oh, I didn't do this. Place a gray enemy token face down on this space. This token is revealed during the day if a player is adjacent to it. Okay, so let's put that... Let's put the keep enemy out. I have to do it face down. This is going to be tricky because normally you're supposed to put all these little tokens in a stack, but that super adds to the setup time. So I just keep them in these bags. But for something like this, I don't want to pull it out and accidentally look at the wrong side. If I do, I'll just have to redraw. So pull it out. All right, good. I did not see what it was, so that's going to go there. Very good. And then what else did it say I need to do here? Keep, okay. Gray enemy token face down on this space. This token is revealed during the day if a player is adjacent to it. Unconquered keep. Can be assaulted and you get reputation -1. Oh, I forgot to take away a reputation for assaulting that mage tower. So there we go. 1 less reputation. And that now affects my influence because you probably can't see But like, depending on where I am, you see those numbers 0, +1, +1, +2, +2, +3, +3, and then it goes into the negative. Depending on where I'm at on that track, I can get some bonuses or penalties to my influence when I'm trying to convince townspeople to help me. All right. Let's see here. So, I lose a reputation if I take on this keep. The defending enemies are fortified. Yeah, I knew that. If successfully assaulted, mark it with a shield token. You now own that keep. Other players' keeps can be... that's not relevant. Your keep. Okay. Okay, I said. You can recruit units with the keep icon here. If you end your turn on or adjacent to a keep you own, your hand limit is 1 higher for each keep you own. So basically, the advantage is, I mean, whatever experience I gain from the battle, and then a slightly bigger hand size when I'm next to that keep or another keep I run into in the future. But and then I can buy units that are from. So let's see what kind of let's look at the unit offer here, and look for the ones that have the keep symbol. There is only one, and that's this one. Thugs. I mean, Elderast would not have any problem morally with recruiting thugs. But I don't know. Is that beneath him? Does he want greater minions than simple street thugs? That's all these are. Let's see. They got a block of 3. Attack 3, reputation -1. Anytime I use these guys, my reputation is going to tank. I mean, I think with Elderast, his reputation is going to be tanking as we go along here anyway. Influence 4, reputation -1. You cannot assign damage to this unit unless you pay 2 influence during combat. Oh, no way. I'm not feeling the appeal of that at all. Okay, so let's assume then we're going to take a left at this point as we travel and make our way to that dungeon. Let's refresh my memory on how dungeons work. Let's see. Can I put this down? A little less shaky cam there, Pater. Dungeon. You can enter a dungeon as your action for the turn. If you do, reveal a brown enemy and fight it. Night rules apply for this combat, and units... Oh, that's cool, because then I can have access to black mana. Night rules apply for this combat, and units cannot be used. That's fine. If you defeat the enemy, mark the space with a shield token and roll a mana die to determine your reward. For gold or black, gain a spell, otherwise gain an artifact. Oh, that is much more appealing to me. While conquered, you can enter a conquered dungeon to fight a random brown enemy token with the same limitations, night and no units. If you defeat it, you get no reward other than the fame, and you do not mark the space with the shield token. Okay. Yeah, that is way more appealing to me. So we're gonna start moving in that direction. So we're gonna need 2 to move into the grassy space, and then 4 to move into, I think that's like called corrupted terrain or something. I could be wrong on that. But swampy, I don't know. Let's look. Come on, we're doing a thematic playthrough here. Where are the terrain things listed? Is that not on my cheat sheet here? It's on one of my cards. We gotta know what kind of journey Elderast is on. Oh, it's okay. So I was in the ballpark. Wasteland. Walking through the wasteland. And it's it looks kind of sandy, I guess. I don't know. You tell me what you think. It's got these it's got, with both of these, let me see if I can get them in there. So yeah, you can see both the fortress, or the keep, and the dungeon. And okay, maybe I was looking at that wrong. At a glance, I thought it was like dark terrain with like brownish, wispy smoke and mist kind of traveling over it. But on closer examination, that just may be like dusty spots. So it's rocky, dusty. It's freaking Arizona. It's where I live. This okay, so now I know kind of what I'm dealing with here. Elderast is no stranger to long and wearisome treks. My entire life is a long and wearisome trek. Alright, so we need, well, properly we need 6 move total to get where I want to go. There's no green mana sources anywhere for me to take advantage of. I could get 2 from that. I could spend this mana token or this die from the mana pool to get 4 of this. So that would give me my 6. So let's go there for now. Oh wait, yeah, no, you move in and then you draw. Okay, so let's see here. This fireball, I mean, that bodes well. That bodes well because I've got a red crystal if I need it. It's nighttime rules in here. Let's see what else we got though. Improvisation. Discard another card from your hand to get move 3, influence 3, attack 3, or block 3. So I choose one of those if I discard, say, this one, influence, which I'm not going to need. This would totally be the one I would discard. But I'm good on move, and I don't think I'm going to need that blue. Yeah, I don't need that blue mana for anything else. Let's see, if I use a red crystal, though, what is this? Discard another card from your hand to get move 5 and attack 5 or block 5. So that could be useful for blocking. Yeah, I'll probably want this for the block for whatever I face. And so I'll set these aside. This will be my block strategy. This will be my attack strategy. But you know, if I use this ability, which I totally would, that's going to give me siege fire attack, so I probably won't even have to block. So yeah, let's go into the dungeon. Let's see what's up. Creeping into the darkness, what secrets await for me to discover and take advantage of. Am I drawing from the right thing? Okay, yeah, I am. And suddenly I'm faced with a Minotaur. Okay, geez Louise. So this doesn't look too bad. He's got a decent defense. If he does get his attacks through to me, he has brutal, which means that I only have to gather together a block value of 5. But if I fail, if you don't have equal to or greater than the block that's required, then the attack goes through. In this case, if the attack goes through because of this brutal thing here, he's going to do double damage to me. So I cannot let his attack get through. That would be a very bad thing. But yeah, I think I totally have it in me to take this guy on. So, put that there. We've got nighttime rules. I will use one of my crystals over here. These are a little bit harder to get back. I mean, the stuff from the mana pool up here, that gets refreshed theoretically every turn, unless I keep rolling black mana dice. But yeah, I've got a crystal here to burn on this, so that goes away, and I get. Oh, hold on a second. Hold the phone. I don't need to do this. As appealing as it is to just go full bore into this guy, I already have with this. I don't have to take a wound, is what I'm saying. So I still have to spend one of these guys. Oops, I accidentally grabbed the white one. So I still have to spend one of those red ones to just do the normal version of Fireball. I don't need to take a wound yet because it does fire. It does 5 fire attack, and that is enough. He doesn't have any special resistances or anything. So yeah, this dude is toast. That goes in his face, and my card goes into my discard pile, and then I get 4 fame. Nice. Okay, so that means I'm going to move up on my fame track here. 1, 2, cha-ching, 4. Now I'm trying to remember when I level up. I think, is that at the end of the round or the end of my turn? Let's see here. End of turn. Return and reroll mana dice. Next player, do force withdrawals, discard played cards, claim your prominent rewards. Oh, and process. Okay, so it does happen at the end of my turn. Sweet. Oh, and claim my combat reward. Well, that's going to include the dungeon reward here, right? Which is I roll a mana die, and I'll just use. Well, no, I got a free one here. I'll just. We got a white. So what does that give me? Where is it? Gold or black, gain a spell. Oh! Oh! Gold or black, gain a spell. Otherwise, gain an artifact. Oh, yeah! These are like powerful cards up here in this little deck here that I'm not going to show you. What did we get? What did we get? Oh, this sounds totally like Elderast. Banner of Fear! It says, assign this to a unit you control. Crap. That sucks. Alright. Assign this to a unit you control. During the block phase of combat, you may spend this unit to cancel one enemy attack. If you do, fame +1. Now, if I remember correctly, the more powerful version of this, I can't remember how you activate it. Up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat. Oh. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I remember. Unless I'm getting this wrong. But this is the rule I'm going to go by. Because it's what I think is right. You can play this like a normal card for the ability on the top. But you can remove it from the game if you remove it from the game. You can play, I think, both the top and the bottom at the same time. So up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat. So that is cool. This one, the top part, I'm probably not going to have much use for. Maybe eventually. Up to 3 enemies do not. That's cool. I mean, Elderast, I typically play him as a glass cannon, not defensively, but hey, that's cool. I want it. I am blocking a lot in this game after all, so. Okay, so I took my fame, I took my reward. These go into my discard pile. And I think that's it. So my hand size still 5. Wait, no, but I gotta process my level up. So now, I think, oh yeah, I get I think one of these, one of these advanced action cards, and I get a new ability. So I don't, I don't move my token yet. So, okay, sweet. What do we got here? Pure magic. That does not sound like Elderast at all. When you play this, pay a mana. If you paid green, move 4. If you paid white, influence 4. If you paid blue, block 4. Blah, 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 blah. Nope. Stout resolve. Move 2, influence 2, attack 2 or block 2. You may discard a wound to increase the effect by 1. That's pretty good. The improved version, move 3, influence 3, attack 3 or block 3. You may discard any number of cards, including 1 wound, to increase the effect by 2 for each. Okay, that's definitely the front runner at the moment. However, what have we here? Maximal effect. When you play this, throw away another action card from your hand. Throw away. Throw away. Does that mean discard or remove from the game? I don't know. Use the basic effect of that card 3 times. That probably means remove from the game. Okay, that's what I'll assume. When you play this, throw away another action card from your hand. Use the basic effect of that card 3 times. I mean, good freaking gravy. When you play this is the souped up version. Throw away another action card from your hand. Use the stronger effect of that card 2 times for free. Oof. Yes. Power! So, yes, that's what I'm keeping. And whether I'm supposed to or not, I'm going to get out another card for the this deal here. What's this? Gaining green crystal to your inventory. Siege attack 3. Alright, that's alright, I guess. Yeah, I'm liking this start. I'm off to a real good start here. So, boy, just like that, I almost have a full hand again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, my turn is over. Am I supposed to gain any influence right now? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay. So, that's the end of my turn. Let's get one more card. I'm making my way through my deck. 1, 2. So I just picked up heal 1 or draw a card. Heal 2 or draw 2 cards. Okay. All right. Well, that's good for now. Let's do the demi player's turn. Let's see here, Francisco. What do you got here? Francisco says, "You got a Minotaur right away? That is total bull." That was a good one. That was a good one. I did chuckle when I read it, but just when I read it mentally. But reading it out loud, you got all the laughter out of me you were going to get with my initial glance at the comment. So you just get the wink and the thumbs up. All right. So 1, 2, 3. And the last one was red. He does not have any red crystals, so we're good. So yeah, so far I am ahead of the dummy player in terms of how fast I'm getting through my deck, which that's where I want to be. I want to be the one in control of how fast this day passes. Gosh, I could say that about my life. I want to be the one that's in control of how fast this day passes. Oh, jeez. Now, Francisco and John, I know both of you guys know this, but for those that may be watching and are not aware, or watching this later and not aware, if a little thought pops into your head, like, oh, this is a Christian channel, but he's playing as like an evil character. He's talking about weird blood magic and stuff like that. I don't know. How do you reconcile that as a Christian? Is there a problem here? Is there a conflict between what the Bible teaches and playing something like this, or playing Dungeons and Dragons? If you're interested in that topic, I've made a video called "Can Christians Be Evil in Games?" If you search for that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/christiangeekcentral, it's about a 30-minute video, and I try to be fairly exhaustive in treating that topic. There is another video that I partnered with speculativefaith.com to produce on the subject of fictional magic and interacting with fictional magic in games, or in the context of that article, it was books, you know. But I think actually, and that's really solid content that they put together. I was happy to share that, and so that's good if you're specifically interested in kind of magic and like fictional forms of magic. But actually, the video "Can Christians Be Evil in Games?" I think also applies to that question of, you know, well, let's say worst case scenario, because the argument behind the video on fictional magic is basically, well, when the Bible talks about sorcery, it's talking about something very specific that you need to understand the historical context in order to properly figure out how that was being applied, and how to then, after you do that, because first in Scripture we want to figure out how was this applied to the original audience of this, and then what principles remain that we ought to apply to our lives. So I think that's the process you need to go to as you're doing what's called exegesis. You're reading, understanding, interpreting, and then applying Scripture. That's kind of the order that needs to go in, is figure out what this meant in its original context to its original audience, what was being communicated there, how they would have understood that, and then what principles remain that we ought to apply to our lives. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Let's say worst case scenario, I'm playing a game that is dealing with real world sorcery, you know, real world witchcraft. What if this was a game that was not about a fantasy world, but about playing characters who practice Wicca, you know? How should Christians navigate that? Should we just stay away from that stuff or not? And I think there's an argument to be made that in some circumstances it is fine, it's safe, and there's even benefits, and it can even be God glorifying to play a game like that. But that would be very specific circumstances. So anyway, if you're interested in kind of discerning through those kinds of topics, again, the video is called Can Christians Be Evil in Games? All right, that's the end of that little plug. I did my dummy player, and I've got my hand, so I'm ready to start a new turn now, right? So I think we need to explore. I've kind of committed myself here to the leftern path because you cannot pass through mountains, period. Unless you have like a special flying ability or something that comes up in maybe the advanced action deck or a spell somewhere. But I've basically committed myself to the left side of this here. Now, if I remember correctly, I think from where I'm positioned, I can either... Well, yeah, okay. Let me just commit to finding the movement points to reveal. Oh crap! This might be a little bit tricky actually. Let's come back over here. I need 2 movement to reveal a new spot. I'm fine with getting rid of this heal one and playing it sideways for 1, but I need 2. And this one is probably not going to be immediately useful to me, so I wouldn't mind playing that for my second movement. Should we do that? I probably won't get around to playing this one either. I mean, geez Louise, that's really a commitment to play that card, because you're permanently getting rid of a card in your deck. Influence, I don't know. It depends on what I discover. I think most immediately I will not be using this one for sure, so that I can use 1 movement for that. And I don't think I'm going to need heal for a little while, so I'm going to commit to spending these 2 for the movement points needed to reveal another area of the map. So I'm going to draw from my little pile way up here, and this is what we got. And I think, this is what I was going to say before, I think I might have a couple options of where I can actually place this, as long as the symbols match up. Yeah, I could place it here. As though I'm moving directly to my left into this space, or if I'm going to move forward, I would need to place it here. I think I will place it right next to me. This is the kind of power that Elderast has. He can move the very earth. And this would be a huge amount of space that he's moving. Look at that. I'm gonna, yeah. I don't want this to be here. All of this space from horizon to horizon. I would rather it be over here. No, there may be a rule that I'm supposed to commit before revealing the tile, which space I'm moving into. I don't know, but that's how I'm doing it. Because that puts the village like right next to me, and there's some particular advantages. Now I do have to put, if I remember correctly, I have to immediately put out a token in this spot, because that's like a marauding space. Let's see. Let's consult the text. When revealed, place. Let me see. A little less shaky cam, Painter. Come on now. Come on now. All right. When revealed, place a green orc enemy token face up on this space. So I get to see right away what I'm dealing with there. No one can enter a space that is occupied by an orc enemy token. So I can't move into that space. Orcs can be provoked into combat by a player who moves from one space adjacent to them to another space adjacent to them. So you can provoke them. That's I've forgotten about that. No one can enter a space that is occupied by an orc enemy token. Huh. So the only way to fight them and get rid of them is to provoke them, which is to move from one space that's next to him to another space that's next to him. And there's no disadvantage to that. It's not like they get a first attack. Combat still rolls out like it normally does. You can... Oh, wait. Hold on. You can challenge orcs from an adjacent space as your action. Okay, so I don't actually have to move to get into a fight with them. Reward. If you defeat the orcs, discard their token and gain reputation +1. Alright, yeah, because, you know, the nearby townsfolk, they don't like orcs rampaging across their land. And so when they hear that someone has killed them, then that someone is a little more special to them. And Elderast will be the specialist of all. Now, yeah, I do want to move into that town space. Let me remind myself why I would want to do that. Here we go. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Village. Village. All right, here we go. Units with the village icon can be recruited here, so I can check and see what my options will be in a moment. Yeah, let's see here. Healing. You can buy 1 point of healing for 3 influence. Okay, don't need that, but good to be reminded. Plundering. Ah, here we go. You can plunder a village during another player's turn, so I could do that during the dummy player's turn. You can only plunder a village once between each of your turns, so you can plunder these villages multiple times. You can only plunder a village once between each of your turns. If you do, draw 2 cards, and you get reputation -1. Okay, so I do think it's thematically a little bit weird that I can only plunder it during another player's turn. That puts me at a disadvantage because I would have spent a number of cards potentially, unless I specifically save them up for the plundering. Draw 2 cards and get a -1. So that doesn't do me a ton of good. You can only plunder a village once between each of your turns. If you do, draw 2 cards. Not new cards, just cards from my deck. So that's kind of like if you're in a bind. If you're in a bind, you really need some cards. You can do that. Get reputation -1. So really the greatest value this location has for me is potentially what I can recruit from the unit offer. We got 3 different options here. Red Cape Monks. Okay, so it takes 7 influence to recruit these things. Attack or block 3, fire attack or fire block 4. So that's cool, like damage dealing. Herbalists, no. Illusionists. They can give me an influence of 4. That could be handy, because Elderast is not going to be getting along with people very well. So messing with their minds can make them think I am the benevolent ruler of their land. Target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat. Gain a white crystal to your inventory. Fire attack or block 4. So they're both of these are 7 influence. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to put together 7 influence. Not this turn, I don't think. Oh, John had to go. Okay. Well, retroactively, if you ever see this, John, thanks for coming by. Francisco says, Elderast might be a closeted Christian if he has the faith to move mountains. I don't think so. I don't think he is, Francisco. I think that's just a fluke that he's able to do that. All right. So I could, once I'm in the town, oh gosh, let's see, there's a, why are these here? Why are these 2 dice here? I forgot why these 2 dice are here. Did I roll them for something else? One of them... Oh, I rolled one for... One is... Okay, one I used, right? I don't know. I forgot. I'm just going to roll it and put it back in the offer. There. Okay. Green. So I can't do it this turn because I need two 2 movement to get into that space. I can get... I can totally just waste a lot of movement right now. So I'm just going to wait. The dummy player is a bit behind me, making his way through his deck. It was enough to reveal that for now. And I'll discard these 2 cards. And I rerolled that green one. Let's reroll this white one. Oh, good. Red. All right. So a pretty good chance I'll be able to make use of that. And then I have 3 cards already. So then 4 and 5. And then let's do dummy player. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And his last one was green, and he does have 2 green crystals, which means, oh my gosh, he draws 2 more cards. He only has 1 card left in his deck. So suddenly, he is racing ahead of me in terms of how fast he's making it through his deck. All right, yeah. And I gotta remind myself what happens here. I think in solo play, when I don't know, I'll make something up when I get there. So now I definitely have more options. There's a move of 4 potentially. If I could, can I get a blue mana from somewhere? I don't think I can get a blue mana from anywhere. So this is going to be a move of 2. Let's see, and I don't have any other. Oh, let's see. If I discard another card from your hand to get, I could get move 3. Well, I just need 2 to get into the village, right? So let's not overdo it here. All right. So that's going to put me in there, and now I got to figure out, can I get 7 influence out of these cards? I do have 1 white crystal, so I could do 4, and then, gosh, if I really want to, I get 4 from there, and I could play all 3 of these side. Wait a minute, no, I get 1 influence, plus 1 influence, because I am doing decently on my reputation track right now. So I actually only need 3 more influence, assuming I spend this crystal. Yeah, okay. Wait. 4. No, I only need 2 more. So which one of these do I want to get rid of? Probably this one. When you play this, also play 1 mana of a basic color. Gain a crystal of that color to your inventory. Oof. I do like that card. But I might just prefer to... Let's see. Influence in this game. What am I going to use that for? I'm going to use it to recruit units. And to heal. What else? I think those might be the main things. I think at different locations I can get things for influence, like spells. So I like the idea. I kind of am thinking that I might be okay on damage dealing for the moment. Let's see here. Influence 4. I could definitely put that to use. Target unfortified enemy does not attack this combat. Gain a white crystal to your inventory. But see, these are not cards that go into my hand. I need to remember that. They sit out here, and then once they are used, they get a token put on them, and then I can't use them again until the next day has passed. So for multiple turns, they kind of become unusable. They can still take damage for me, but which, believe me, if I have units, they will take damage for me. And yet I'm always drawn to just raining down destruction. Attack or block 3. Yeah. Feeling... But you know what? This, I'm not going to use that frequently. Influence 4 in a pinch could be really useful. In a pinch. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. So I moved in there successfully. I got my influence 4 for paying with the crystal that I'm paying here. This is a nice card, but it'll come back around. And I got 2 red crystals that I can use for stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Well, yeah, because I want to... Okay, so 4, 5 from my fame, and then 6, 7. So this one I'm not eager to play. This one I want to keep handy. This is pretty versatile. All right, so I'll keep that in my hand. And nice. So, illusionists, how would you like to travel with one of truly great power? I think that they would like to travel with one of truly great power. I think they would like to learn from Elderast. Now, I don't have a ton of room. Normally, you don't put these tokens on here until they're actually spent. But I'm going to keep them in the upper left corner because I just don't have quite as much room as I might like. But yeah, there's that. Nice. Okay. Oops, these are spilling a little bit here. Good. All right, so there goes all that. Into my discard pile. And gosh, can I redraw a full hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't. So I need to remind myself what happens here. Draw up to your hand limit. Let's see here. Play round, blah, blah, blah. Or round limit or end play rounds until round limit or end conditions. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember when players play turns in order until someone announces the end of round. Other players then have one last turn. I think I can declare end of round if I don't have enough cards, but I don't have to. But when I have no cards to draw, then I think I have to declare end of round. So I am not going to declare end of round at this point. Even though it means having less cards to work with on my next turn. I'm going to see what I can do. All right, dummy player. He only has 1 card to draw. So then, so I'm still just a little bit ahead of him, I think. I don't know. I'm probably doing that wrong. Whatever. Why do I still have this token out? Did I take my 4 fame? I think I did. For killing that Minotaur? Did I? I don't know. What did I kill first? I killed... Yeah, I think I did. Normally I would err on the side of cheating, but I don't know. I think I'm doing all right. I don't think I need to cheat at the moment. So, back to me. I guess I just need to keep moving onward and upward. Oh, wait. We got to put the marauding orc out. See what kind of orc it is. It is... Oh, we got to find out the name of this guy. What in the world? I'm betting Orc Shaman. That's what that looks like. Orc Shaman. Think so? What else could it be? Oh, no. Orc Summoner. Yeah, I should have guessed. From the dungeon token. So, like the illusionist, he will summon some other monster to do his attacking for him. Okay. So, let's see. I get a reputation, right, from taking one of those guys out. If I move up just 1 on my reputation track, then I get an extra influence, and so that would be good to do at some point. But I think for now, I just want to reveal another spot on the map. So, I need 2 movement to pull that off. I probably just need to... Well, let's see. If I'm going to have to use 2 cards anyway. See, this says discard another card from your hand to get move 3, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I would use it for, to get the 3 movement. Unless, I'm probably going to need more movement than that this turn. So maybe the way to go... What is this? You can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. If that die is black, use it to produce mana of any color. So that's a good nighttime thing. Oh, these should not... Oops, I had some black mana die sitting in the pool. They should not be there unless it's nighttime. Take 2 mana dice from the source and set them to any color except gold. Gain a mana token... Oh, I don't have any white crystals, so yeah, no, this is not really an option right now. I think I like this one. Threaten gives me influence +2, and that's just a standard variety threat. No harm to my reputation. But if I go full bore and use my arcane energies to truly create something threatening, then at the end of the turn, my reputation's taking a hit. I like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the powerful version of improvisation. Discard another card from your hand to get move 5, influence 5, attack 5, or block 5. So the one I'm going to discard, I think, is the mana pull. I don't think that's going to be as useful to me in the near future as much as these other ones might be. So... let's come back over to my play space here. So I can use a mana token for this, so that's nice. Don't have to burn one of my crystals. So I'm getting, but I also have to discard a card. So I'm going to discard this one. And that brings me up to move of 5. So I'm committed to that now because I'm about to reveal a tile. So, let's see what happens over here. And there's only one way I can orient this. It's got to be right here. Look at that. Look at that right in front of me. Well, let's get another group of marauding orcs out. You know what? I freaking like this game. I really enjoy this game. Let's see here. Can I read Francisco from here? Francisco says, by the time you read this, I am gone. Need to help daughter with school while I work, and it's a bit hard to split my focus 3 ways to be here. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you very much, Francisco. All right, what do we got? Oh, dang. This looks like what, like a group of zombies? That's the vibe I'm getting. Let's see if I'm right. Zombie horde. That's right, it's a zombie horde. My gosh. So, what ability do they have here? They've got ice resistance. They've got... this little thing at the bottom here just means they're part of a faction, I think. So I think I can ignore that. Not really relevant to me at the moment. But they've got that. What is that boulder thing? Oh, cumbersome. Okay. Cumbersome. That means in the block phase, you may spend move points. For each move point spent, the attack is reduced by 1 for the rest of the turn. Oh, interesting. An attack reduced to 0 is considered successfully blocked. So... in other words, they're so slow and cumbersome that if I move, I can avoid their attack, right? Very cool. See, I love this stuff. There's so much going on mechanically in this game, but almost everything really satisfactorily is married to the theme. The mechanics married to the theme, you know. You can see how there's a one-to-one relationship, and I love that. In part because it is thematic, and it's part of the fantasy, the imaginative experience that I'm having. But it also, for me, makes rules easier to remember if they are tied to the theme in a way that makes sense. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this, yeah. Oh, and that's nice. So you got 3 different fists over there. That means that there are 3 different attacks that I will have to deal with separately, all coming in. So I can't remember exactly how that plays out. If I can't get blocked together for all of them, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with it though. These guys are gonna go over there. These are healing glades here, so I can go here to get healed if I want to. It's another village, but right in front of me here is he's blocking it just a little bit, but that's a mine, I'm pretty sure. Let's consult the text and find out. Oh, you know what I got to do really quick though? Is well, no. Well, yeah, let me do that really quick. I got to stop and restart my recording so my files later on are not huge to edit. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, the mine. Sorry, I got distracted because I realized that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about streaming-related stuff. Can't keep it all in my head. Crystal mines, right here. Let's minimize shaky cam if I can. Here we go. Okay. Mining. If you end your turn on a mine, gain 1 mana crystal of the color of the color that the mine produces to your inventory. So I don't even have to try. I can just end my turn there and get a crystal. Well, that seems like a good thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh, did I? I think I was supposed to put one of these shields next to that dungeon that I defeated. So I know that I've already done that dungeon, and I can't get another artifact there. Okay. All right, so I still have some movement left, right? I have 5. I got myself 5 movement total. I used 2 to reveal. I have 3 left, and look at that. Requires 3 movement to move into that space, which is called a what kind of space? A hills. It's hills. So Eldrast is going to be trekking through the hills. He's going to end his turn here and get, yes, power in its purest form. Let me show it to you here. Look at that. A little bit of kryptonite. Very nice. Power! All right. So, I think that's going to end my turn. All right. Yeah, good. And wait, did I? Okay, no. I think I declare end of round now or something. Yes, end of round. I declare it, then the other players get 1 more turn, and then round's over. So, I think, gosh, I think I want to look that up. No, I don't. I don't care. I really don't. If I was not recording myself and streaming, I would look it up. But for now, I'm just going to fudge it. So, the Goldix, he's not going to do anything on his turn. So that means the round is now over. And yeah, we gotta reset. Oh gosh, let me see if I can remember how to do this. So we flip this from day to night. And all the lost mana die are re-rolled. Oh, good. See, now, if I get any of these golden ones, they get set aside for the rest. During the daytime, those gold ones, I can use them for any mana except for black. And during the night, that's how black works. I can... Oh, wait, no. Black is used to do the more powerful version of something. That's right. Yeah. Pretty sure. That's how I'm going to play. All right, so I got 2 white, 2 blue. Not ideal for the type of stuff I usually like to play. And then I'm going to change this 6-sider here to the 2-side. So we remember that we are on a new round. It's going to be 6 rounds total in this game that I'm playing. So, no, I am not going to finish this game today. But even though I'm going slow, having a good time. Now, I think that the unit offer also gets redone, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, it's going to get redone anyway. And how many did I put out? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I bought 1, so we'll just put out 5. I think I'm putting out more than I'm supposed to, but I think I wanted to do that on purpose. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, and then same thing with, I think all that happens here, do spells get completely replaced? There's a thing here. Let's see here. Yeah, you create a new unit offer and you just refresh the advanced action and spell offers. And that happens, I believe, by you remove the bottom one and discard it. You move these down and then draw a new one. What is this? Oh, this looks like me. Ritual attack. Throw away another action card. Jeez Louise. So he's really really got to commit if I'm going to get this card too. Depending on its color, you get attack 5 for red, ice attack 3 for blue, range attack 3 for white, siege attack 2 for green. That's pretty neat. I do like that stout resolve one too. That might be nearly as useful to me. And then I think same thing. Oh yeah, that's right. I take the bottom of these, the spells, and I add that to. Oh no, Oh, that's right. Okay, this one, the advanced action card I removed, that goes in the dummy player's deck, and then this one determines what crystal he gets. I don't think it goes into his deck, but I'm going to put it in his deck anyway. Good. And then we need to re-choose our tactics, which I wasted mine last time anyway. And I think I'm supposed to remove the tactics from play that I used last time with this particular scenario that I'm playing, but I'm not going to do that. And then I'm just going to choose whatever I want. Let's see here. So, one time this night, if your deed deck is empty, your deed deck, that's your deck for your character, you may shuffle your discard pile and put 3 cards at random back into your deed deck. Okay. So that could be cool. Once before the start of each of your turns, choose one. Put the top card of your deed deck face down under this card, or flip this card face down and put all deed cards under it into your hand. That's kind of cool. So that's like saving up your power, sparing power, as it says, for a moment when it's really going to be useful. Let's see. One time this night, before any of your turns, you may shuffle up to 5 cards, including wounds, from your hand back into your deed deck, and then draw that many cards. Then flip this card face down. Shuffle up to 5 cards from your hand back into your deed deck, and then draw that many cards. Not bad. When you take this tactic, search your deck for any one card and put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Kind of like that one. I kind of like that one. Mana search. Once per turn, before you use mana from the source, you may reroll up to 2 mana dice on the source. Huh. When choosing dice to reroll, you must pick gold depleted dice first, if there are any. When choosing dice to reroll, you must pick gold depleted. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then I could risk depleting dice, making them useless for the rest of the round. I don't know if I like that. Do I want to search my card? Or search my deck for something? Or what's this? Before any of your turns, shuffle up to 5 cards from your hand back into your D deck and then draw that many cards. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I don't even know if I'm going to remember to use it. But let's go with that for now. And then just give him whatever. I don't know. He'll go after me. All right. Have I done all that I need to do? I think I'm supposed to yes, my cards. Go back into my... Oh, geez, Louise, I almost shuffled in a bunch of these units. Don't do that, Pater. Don't do that. Well, they would have been easy to find anyway. They have different backs than the other cards. Okay. So. Now I gotta shuffle. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. We gotta put a new spell out here. What will we find? Oh. Oh. Demolish. Ignore site fortifications this turn. Enemies get armor -1 to a minimum of 1. I like that. Disintegrate. Play this only in the attack phase of combat. Destroy target enemy. Other enemies get armor -1 to a minimum of 1. It's very cool. That's very cool. We're going to keep pushing ahead, but man, if we run into another mage tower, I would not mind purchasing that spell. Okay. Yeah, we got to shuffle now. And I'm not really good at shuffling. There's this, you can't see it on camera because it's just going to be too much of a pain to try and show you, but I used to play Magic the Gathering way back in the day before we had kids. And I would go to the local comic book store and play like in these little, not tournaments, just kind of like free play. You could, a night where they were hosting Magic games and you could come and find somebody to play with, and so I would do that. And there was a player that showed me a way that he liked to shuffle cards, which is you put them out, 2 rows of like 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just keep doing that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then eventually you have all these stacks, and then you just grab the stacks and put them all together. And at first I thought he was stacking the deck. I was like, what's that you're doing? And he said, oh, it just helps to better randomize the cards. And so since I suck at shuffling, I like to do that at least once, in addition to regular attempts at riffle shuffling. Okay, so my deck has now been reassembled. I didn't use my unit. My unit would have been restored if I would have used it, if I would have exhausted it, or whatever the crap you call it. And it is a new day. It's a new day. Did I re-roll these? I did. That was like the first thing that I did. All right. A lot to keep track of in this game. But that's why, this is a game that I actually prefer to play solo. I have played it with, I've played several games with other players. In the first year and a half, maybe, that I owned it. And I just found that, I just found I preferred playing it solo for a couple of reasons. One, then if you're kind of getting bogged down and you're having like a brain freeze type thing, the only person's time you're wasting is your own, and then one game I played with a buddy, it was his first time playing it, and I think he was enjoying it for a while, but then it got to be not his kind of game. And so when we were playing cooperatively, and when we were getting to the last city to take on the big bad, I was like, okay, we aren't ready with what we have right now, but I think in one more round we probably will be. And he was like, well, let's just try. Let's just try. I was like, oh, thinking to myself, oh crap, he doesn't like this game. He just wants the game to be over. And I can understand that. We had been playing it for about 3 hours. He was probably just ready to be done. But I could tell it was going to get tense. There was going to be a tenseness between us that I didn't want for me to push the issue. And so I just went with him wanting to go ahead and do the last. And I'd played many games before, or enough anyway, to know that like we're going to lose. We're going to lose. We can't do this with the cards that we have. And in fact, we lost. And I just felt like, oh, all that time we'd spent 3 hours playing this game that is all about building up and prepping to that final thing. I mean, well, there are many scenarios, and some of them aren't about that. But the ones that I will typically play are about the lead up to that, because that's what I like. Building up my guy, making him more and more powerful, and then that final battle, you know. And for it to all be wasted, that really like kind of clinched the deal for me. I was like, okay, I play this by myself now. The one thing that's nice about playing it with someone else, though, is sometimes you'll put together a card combination that you're just impressed with yourself for putting together. You'll realize, oh my gosh, if I really wrap my head in a weird shape, I can make these cards do something awesome that I would never have thought I could pull off. And you just want a witness around to see it. Did you see this? This was cool. I mean, maybe there's some flesh in there. You're wanting to brag a bit. But I think also it's just kind of like when you enjoy something, you want to share it with somebody else. You know, sometimes when I really enjoy a movie, I want to show it to somebody else. And so when you pull off a moment like that and you see it all come together, you know, you look around by yourself and there's no one to appreciate this. So, but I still find that all pros and cons considered, I do prefer playing this game by myself. That also allows me to play it on a board like this and just in short little chunks and bursts, you know, and I can put it away when I want and maybe just pick it up again weeks or months later. You just play it more on my own schedule. So anyway, okay, so back in it to win it. Did I ever get my green crystal? I did. Yes, that's right. I ended my turn. We've just reset. We've got a new round here. It's a nighttime round. And what's my ability? Oh, I can reshuffle. I can shuffle some cards back in and then draw that many if I want sometime this round. So let's draw my hand here. It's a hand of 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell you something I forgot. Back here, I got my advanced action card. I just realized I never got my new ability. And I got a couple of options. I got my eye on. Let me pull them out here. Find them. One of them... So these are my 2 options here. I can play any card, turn it right once a turn. I can turn any card, and instead of playing it for 1 block or 1 attack or 1 move, I can play it for 2. I can do that once per turn. It's really cool. Or one of these cooler cards, like an advanced action card, a spell, or an artifact, I can tap it in Magic terminology for 3 of any of those basic things. The other option is this one here. Now normally you have to draw these randomly, and you can only draw usually from your own abilities that you have to choose from. If you're playing from another player, there's ways that their tokens can get into the mix, into the pool that you can choose from. But I'm just doing what I want to do because Eldorast does what he wants to do. I haven't got any wounds yet. I remember I played a game with the character using these skills, and it was so cool to just take in a bunch of wounds and still be so effective. But I think at this point, I don't need this yet. I can pick that up later after I've suffered some wounds. Much more immediately valuable, I think, is this ability. And so I am going to add that. Oh, geez, you know what? I've been forgetting about this other ability I have. Even though I don't have wound cards, I could use one of my action cards I can discard it. That's what this is. Discard. I can discard an action card to get a green or white mana. I need to put this in front of me so that I remember. In fact, I'll put it, I don't know, right here, and then put this one next to it. I do not want to forget that I have those at my disposal. Dang, I love this game. Good times. All right. Well, let's see. Put these back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so haven't played any cards yet. We are, let's see, if I take out, I'm looking at my traveling path now. If I take out those zombies, then I can get another influence. In addition to, what is it, 2? Oh, just 2. Just 2 fame. That's not a lot. Or I could go to that village. Well, okay, if we're going to consider the village, let's look at the new set of unit cards that are available that I can get at a village. None. None of them are available at a village. Crap. That sucks. Are those city cards? Is that what that must be what that stands for. Yeah. Okay, so that village is useless to me right now. So yeah, I guess we're going to go for those zombies. So that means I'm going to need how much movement? Oh, it's a hill space. So 5 movement total? Yeah, 5 movement total to get there. And fight the zombies. Although, let's see here. I can provoke them. I can just go 1 space. Yeah, let's do that. Is that what we want to do? I don't know, dang it. You know what? No, we can use less movement if we start exploring to the left. Because then I can go here and just choose to attack them from there. And then maybe, excuse me, then maybe still reveal another tile. All right, so I need 2 movement, at least. So let's see, I can get a move of 2 from this card. And a move, oh man, I got lots of movement cards right now. So, oh, and that's nice too because they're zombies. And so if I can't defeat them in the opening siege attack phase or whatever, and I need to block, I can use my movement to block. I do have blue mana that I could spend. Gosh, I do need to refresh my memory on the rules for how those separate attacks work. Let's see if I can find it here. Gosh, is that not an expansion thing? Is that... I can't remember where the rules are for multiple attacks. Maybe they're in the Lost Legion expansion? I'm trying to think of the first place where I ran into an enemy where you had multiple... Oh, here we go. Enemies with multiple attacks. So let's see here. Some enemies have multiple attack values. This means that they perform several separate attacks in the block phase and assign damage phase. You have to handle these attacks separately, one by one, in any order, as if coming from different enemies. You cannot group them and block them by a single block. That sucks. The same applies for the double summon attack of the Summoning Dragon. It just summons 2 tan enemy tokens that have to be blocked separately. Effects that prevent an enemy from attacking stop all its attacks. Effects that affect an enemy attack only effects that affect an enemy attack affect only one of the attacks is your choice. Okay, good gravy. Haven't had my caffeine yet today. Gosh, I'm getting thirsty though. I'm told I'm a loud swallower. You tell me what you think. Start dribbling down my chin. That was some heavy drinking. All right. Well, what are we doing here? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, the zombie thing. They've got that cumbersome deal. In the block phase, you may spend move points. For each move point spent, the attack is reduced by 1 for the rest of the turn. So, yeah, they're a pain to block because so many. Oh, that is so thematic. I love that. You know, they're coming at you from all sides. That's what a zombie horde does. It's going to come at you from all sides, and so you're going to have multiple attacks from multiple directions that you're going to have to deal with. But what's the easier way than trying to block all those attacks from all those zombies hoarding around you? Easier way, just avoid them. Just get away from them. Just move. So, gosh, I love that. Very cool. So, and then that deals with them. That defeats them as long as I do damage to them. So, they have ice resistance, but if I can just do 5 standard damage to them, oof, I don't want to throw away another card. Let's see. What's my ability here? How do I don't have any wounds, so I can't get there's no way to get red mana at the moment. Gosh, I'm almost tempted to like take a wound so I can use my wound ability, because that gives me access to black mana when I want it. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to be using another one of my crystals for this. I'd rather not, but that's all right. So I'm going to discard another card from your hand to get attack 5. And I can use... Oh, crap. I'm going to have to use another crystal for this? That's not my favorite. That's not my... Wait. If I'm willing to discard this card, I can use my ability to produce green or white mana to produce green mana to myself. Oh, crap. Dang it. I should have done this at the end of my round. Look at that. Gain a white crystal to your inventory. I could have done that for free and then at the end of the last round and then refreshed this one and had it ready to go. Dang it. There's a lot to think about in this game. Oh well. One more reason I like to cheat, so that I don't have to take advantage of absolutely everything that I should be able to. Let's see. I guess... Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Why don't I use blue to get 4 movement here? That gets me into the space. I can trigger the attack. Then I have 2 movement left over. Because I'm not going to be able to take him out during the ranged and siege attack phase. And that still leaves 1 more that I have to deal with, 1 more I have to block. I am still not ready to throw away my cards. I feel like this is something that'll be in the back half of the game more useful. So I'll play this sideways for, I don't know, I guess it could be block or movement. I'll just say it's movement. That reduces all the attack there. I still need to take it out though, so this is when I'm going to improvise and discard. Yeah, I guess this is going to be discarded anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I use this one for what. Okay, jeez. Get a little brain burning. Okay, stop thinking so much, Pater. I'm going to discard this and pay the red mana, the red crystal. And then I will have a attack of 5. Yeah, because the block is taken care of. That's done. I mean, I've done the movement thingy. And then 5 to take out the zombie. Very nice. Okay, nice. So that gets me 2 fame. Not great, but not terrible either. And I still have this card left, which, if I want, I can use my green crystal to pay for. I feel like early in the game when I have these crystals to start with, you know, when I kind of cheat a little bit, give myself a head start, I can find myself burning a lot of crystals really fast, and I don't want to get used to that because I'm not necessarily going to have crystals later on. But even so, I'm going to be proactive. I am going to spend this other crystal, give myself 4, and that's going to allow me to reveal another tile. What do we got here? Oh, dang. This is some interesting stuff. So we've got I believe these are called ruins, if I'm not mistaken. Ancient ruins. Not just any ruins, ancient ruins. And a marauding enemy and a village. Cool. Okay. So we're going to reveal and then move. Oh, that's pretty much perfect. Because I don't want to go to that village yet. New marauding enemy. Oh, dang. What is this? What is this? It's another faction type of enemy, so let me find that. Here, what do we think she is? Some kind of sorceress? I'll just say sorceress. I don't really know. I mean, she's got... I'm getting vibes. She's got like ice and fire attack. And then ice and fire resistance. Gosh, and she's only worth 3 fame. That kind of sucks with all that she's got going on. But I'm thinking sorceress. That's what I'm betting her name is. What is she actually called? Oh, elemental priestess. Okay. Yeah. I see it. All right. Well, she's going to go right here. And I need to check and see what the deal is with these ancient ruins that I revealed. What do we got here? When revealed, place a yellow token here face up if it is day, face down if it is night. Okay, so it's going to go face down. A face down token is revealed at the start of the next day round, or if someone enters the space. So I really got to commit. While unconquered, you can enter the ancient ruins as your action for the turn. There will either be an altar there or enemies to fight. If it's an altar, you can pay 3 mana of the color shown on the yellow token as tribute to the altar. If you do, mark the space with a shield token and gain 7 fame as your reward. Mark the space. So, 3 mana of the color shown on the yellow token as tribute to the altar. So it's just, I can just get a lot of fame, I guess, for it. Enemies, though, draw the enemies depicted on the yellow token and fight them. Any undefeated enemies remain on the space and can be fought later. If you defeat the last enemy here, mark the space with the shield token and get the reward depicted on the yellow tokens. So it might be worth it for, I mean, well, the fame is good. 7 fame, I mean, that's great. I shouldn't undersell that. I tend to like getting stuff. You know, I love looting in RPGs, and so the equivalent here is getting new cards in my deck. So I love that. But, I mean, 7 fame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll get me to the next level. And that'll boost my hand size. And, let's see. Not my armor, but it'll boost my hand size. So, I mean, I don't want to undersell that. I can take more advantage of my loot. So, oh, but I'm gonna have to. Dang it! I'm gonna have to fight those. Unless I, okay. Unless I reveal a new space here in order to make this path to the ruins, I'm gonna end up having to fight the elemental priestess and her ladies in waiting or whatever the crap she has with her. Because I will be moving into this space and moving from a space adjacent to her to another space adjacent to her. Now, that might be fine because I don't think I have. That means I have to fight her and the ruins spaces at the same time. Because if I look at the ruins thing here, it says you can enter the ancient ruins as your action for the turn. Oh. Wait. You can enter the ancient ruins. Okay, so going to the space doesn't mean that I actually enter the ruins. I'm just going to that location. I can choose to enter it as my action. So I think what I will do after revealing this and still having 2 movement to work with, wait a minute. I've lost track of what I've done so far this round. I still have my cards out from the battle with the zombies. Do I have any cards left in my hand? I don't think I do. Jeez Louise, what is this? I just improvised, right? Yeah, I just fought the zombies. So all this thinking that I'm doing right now... Yeah, I think I just revealed another time. I think my turn is over. Okay. This is why you put those cards down in your play area, so you know when you get lost in different strands of thought and you have to find your way back and remember, what was I doing? A lot going on. Easy for me to be bad at this game, but also equally easy for me to have a lot of fun. All right. Well, we have less than 45 minutes left in the stream for today. Let's see here. I'm just going to say that's the end of my turn. So now I forgot to shuffle the dummy player's deck. Let's do that. I won't give quite as much care to randomizing his as I did my own deck. All right. 1, 2, and 3. White. He has no white, so that's nice. Very good. And now it's my turn. Oh, I discarded all these. This one, nice. I mean, nice because it's not black. Okay, so these have all been discarded. Whole new hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have to work with here? Mana pull. Yeah, it's not my favorite card. I might, you can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. If that die is black, use it to produce mana of any color. Okay, so that's the appeal there. That's why, because it's good for offensive magic user. Take 2 mana dice from the source and set them. Because see, this is a custom card that is for Erithia. It has her symbol on it. It's got this thing here. It's a unique card. It's a base card, I think. I don't remember picking this up, so I think this is like part of her base deck. And so it fits her fairly well. But I think maybe between now and the next time I play this game, I might swap this out for a different base card of someone else's set that's more suited to Elderast. Anyway, gosh, I can feel my brain starting to lose focus. I did not get the best sleep last night, or the most sleep. So it's good that I'm not trying to do this in big, long stretches. I think dividing it up like this and doing like at most 3 hours at a time is probably the right way for me to go. So I want to make my way. Well, I want to fight her. I want to fight the elemental priestess. So we got to move first. That's the first priority. We need 2 movement. Where am I going to get 2 movement? Oh, I'm going to get 2 movement from my special ability, which means I can play any action card once per turn sideways and get two of the basic points out of it. So this one, again, let's see, assign this to a unit you control. During the block phase of combat, you may spend this unit to cancel 1 enemy attack. If you do, feign +1. Assign this to a unit you control. Block phase. Yeah, it's catching up with me. Yeah, I think all of these are more likely to be. You can use 1 additional mana. Yeah, I think all these are more likely to be useful for now than this one. So this is the one that. Well, no, this is a once per turn. I don't have to flip that token. I'll just remember this is my once per turn thing. So that gives me 2 movement. So I get to move right here. Okay. And now I will call out and say, "You may be my serving wenches or die." And I think they're going to choose to die. So let's see what we're dealing with here. She's got stuff going on. Come on now. There we go. So if I use either ice attack or fire attack on her, it's only going to be half as effective. So I want to... Wait, right? That doesn't seem right. I better look up the resistance rules again. Let's see. She's got fire resistance, which she does. Makes the unit less vulnerable to fire attacks of enemies. Oh, okay. I was thinking to myself, well, she's a sorceress, so she should have, like, I don't know what I was thinking. Because she's not a sorceress anyway. She's an elemental priestess. So, yeah, she's resistant. So I want to try and get her with straight up damage rather than fire damage or ice damage. And that's good because I think I have that available to me. That's just straight damage. Yep, this can give me straight damage. And I only need 4. I only need 4 to take her out. But I still have to deal with the attacks that she has coming to me. Unless I have, let's see, ranged attack 1, ranged attack 3, or siege attack. I don't think I can squeeze 4. Oh, but that's fire attack. That's only going to be worth half. I maybe should just be resolved to... Oh my gosh, but she has 2 separate attacks coming at me. 2 separate attacks. 1 fire attack of 3, 1 ice attack of 3, and I have to block them separately. Let me remind myself the deal with these. Let's see. Fire attack. Only ice and cold fire blocks are efficient when blocking this. Others are halved. I hate this lady. I'm also getting a little bit sleepy. Man, I should have taken my caffeine this morning. All right. Well, can I somehow take her out? See, this is ranged, but it's ranged fire attack, and so it's going to be half rounded down against her. So it'll be 2, and I have a token I could use on that. I need a total of 4. Oh, crap. Wait. Oh, no. Dang it. No. Okay. Think, Franson. So if I use this one, that I can get ranged attack 3 out of it, or siege attack 2. Is that enough? Can I do that? Because I don't have to block her. I don't have to block her if I can get her in that opening phase. I don't have to block her if I can get her in the opening phase. And I think I can do that. So let's forget about blocking for a second. This one I spent on... That's spent. I spent that on like movement or something, right? Yeah, movement. So here we go. Ranged fire attack. That's only going to be good for 2 against her. I need 2 more ranged attack. Ah, crap. And that's my problem here. I can get 1 ranged attack out of this, but I don't have another red crystal. I really need another red crystal. What is this? You can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. If that die is black, use it to produce mana of any color. That doesn't help me. Take 2 mana dice from the source and set them to any color except gold. Oh. Gain a mana token of each of these colors. Do not re-roll these dice when you return them to the source. Yes, it's coming together now. It's coming together. All right, so this ability is not useful to me at the moment. So I will just put this on top of that. And this will allow me to activate the stronger ability, take 2 mana dice from the source, and set them to any color except gold. And I get a mana token of each of these colors. Oh, that's beautiful. So, I'll put this one to red, and no, it's all right. You don't need to do that. I was thinking about playing the stronger ability of this, but I don't need to take a wound, and I don't need to... I can do this with what I'm going to do here. So then I'll put this one down, and I can put out a mana token for that, and that gives me ranged attack of 3 to go with the ranged fire attack of what is going to amount to 2, which is going to be 5, which will be plenty to take out this lady. Right? Yeah. Okay. And then I don't have to worry about her attack. So she and her, what are these little wenches in waiting that she has behind her? Her fellow sisters in the elemental priesthood, I guess. Come forward. Come out of the swamp. Is that what that space is? Yeah, it's a swamp space. They come out of the swamp, these elemental priestesses, preparing their magics, their ice and their fire spells. And they're approaching, but Elderast sees them from afar and conjures a fireball. And even they are no match for the kind of fire that Elderast can produce. And so he blows the crap out of them. That's right. And we're going to take 3 fame for that. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice. So they're dealt with. And I've just got this 1 card left. Attack or block 2, or attack 4 if I want to pay for it. Let's see. These go away, but I can do that in a second here. Oh, I never did reset this other one. I could reset this one to... Do I want to set it to red? Is that likely to be more useful to me? Well, it doesn't really matter because they're going to get... Oh, no, they don't get re-rolled. They don't get re-rolled, so they'll be there waiting for me on the next turn. Red or... Yeah, let's put it on red. Let's put it on red. I got a feeling. Unless I want to put it on black. Let's put it on black. It's nighttime, baby. Because it's not going to get re-rolled. Maybe I can do something cool. Probably not. No, probably not. Put it on, because you're going to get a whole new hand of cards here. Let's put this on red. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, buttons. These go away. I think I'm done for this turn. And these all get discarded. This gets re-rolled. Oh man, I got 3 red. So I'm ready to paint the town red. All these discarded. Draw a new hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take a look at those in a second. And dummy player. 1, 2, 3. Ah, crap. The last card was green. He's got 2 green crystals, so that means I draw 2 more. That's going to speed us through his deck a little more than I'd like. That's all right. Okay. So, oh yeah, you're going to take on the ancient ruins. So it's in a forest space. I need oh, dang it, during the nighttime, it takes 5 movement to navigate through the forest. Again, nicely thematic. Very nicely thematic. Sucks, though. All right. So... Oh my gosh, I have almost no movement potential. Maybe maybe it would be better for me to for now just reveal another tile, see if there's something more attainable, an enemy or something that my current hand is a little more suited for, and then on a future turn, or maybe even in daytime if I'm still close enough, I can take on those ancient ruins.
Best to not travel in these woods at night if it is not necessary.
So, yeah, let's just summon just enough movement. Well, I've got my thing that I can turn sideways. Gain a blue, white, or red mana token. With the way things are looking now, I might want the ability to give myself a white one. I don't know. I don't know if that's all that useful. I got tons of attack options here. Attacker block 2, block 5. Let's see here. All right. This goes against my better judgment, or at least my elder ass judgment a little bit, to use it this way, but I will use this card played sideways. I've got other attack options here. I've got attacker block 2 and block 5 there if there's a blue die in the mana pool, and then I've got this one here that can did I forget to take the wound for this way back in the day? Didn't I use this and I think I forgot to take the wound for this back in the day. I don't remember. Well,
if I don't remember being wounded, I was not wounded.
Let's see here. Elderast also has failing memory. It's another one of his little idiosyncrasies. Just a touch of dementia. Usually just the funny kind, which only in fiction I think is dementia actually funny. Let's see here. So yeah, 2 movement. Yeah, let's put a tile out. Here we go. Boom. What do we got? What are we putting down? More interesting stuff. Getting some interesting tiles. I can't remember. I might have handpicked these tiles. You're supposed to do them random, but I think I did handpick them this time, and I've never done that before. But I was like, yeah, I want to run into some interesting stuff, and so I am. Gosh, let's see here. We've got several things. We got a keep. Let me give you guys a better view of this. So we've got this keep here, but that's going to be like double fortified if I attack it from that angle, which I can't remember what that entails, but it's not good. It doesn't make things easier for me. And then we got this, which I think is like a labyrinth. Let's double check. Oh, it's a maze, I think. This one's a maze. Oh, no, this is the... Oh, crap. They look so similar. They look so stinking similar. Hard to tell the difference. I think the labyrinth... I think this is a maze. I think the labyrinth is only on the higher level locations. See, here's the difference that I'm looking at here. This is the labyrinth, and yeah, I think that's more like mountainous looking, whereas the maze, I think this is actually a perfect match for the art of the maze. Yeah, so we got a maze here, and as long as I got this card handy, let's see here. You may enter a maze as your action. If you do so, you may choose one ready, unwounded unit to accompany you. Interesting. Okay, so I can do that. I've got one that's ready and unwounded. You cannot use any unit other than the chosen one during the entire action. Then choose a path to fight. So, you know, it's not like the dungeons that the units are not willing to trudge with me through. I can fit one unit with me of illusionists, but still it's a maze. So, yeah, that thematically works for me. Choosing a path, you may pay move 2, 4, or 6. The move points left from the move phase cannot... the move points left from the move phase cannot be used for this? Come on now. That's lame. All right. So, for the best scenario, because look, depending on what path you take, you get a better reward. You can get crystals, spell, or artifact. Let's see here. Combat. You draw and fight a tan enemy token. Whether you defeat it or not, discard it afterwards. Next time a new token will be drawn. Reward. If you defeat it, claim your reward according to the amount of move points you have paid. 2 crystals of your choice, a spell, or an artifact. Put your shield on the corresponding spot on the map to mark this path as conquered. Partially conquered. What's this? Another player may enter the maze, but will have to choose another path. No player may successfully conquer the same maze twice, and each path may be conquered only once. Okay. So that's not really relevant to me. It's cool. Like the idea of... I'll probably get some decent fame off of that fight. And either a spell or an artifact would be... I mean, crystals would be great too. It's a good... It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing. But then we've got this other thing here. I think that's called a deep mines or something. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look at that. Been 2 years since I played this, and deep mines. If you end your turn on a mine, choose and gain 1 mana crystal of one of the colors that the mine produces to your inventory. So I don't get 2 crystals. I was thinking maybe that would be the case. But since it's deep, there's more types of minerals that have been found in it, and so I have the choice of either white or red. And I can certainly make use of red. So anyway, let's put this out here. And where do I want to go? I may skip those ruins for now. I don't know. I was kind of hoping there would be like an enemy right there, because I've got a nice hand for fighting. Let's see. I do have a hand that have some influence options. Yeah, we haven't taken a look at what's available in... Oh, that's because there's nothing available in the village. Huh. Well, what about the keep? We do have some keep options here if I want to move toward that keep. I don't know if I want to, though. Guardian Golems. They're pretty good.
They would be worthwhile servants.
Utem Crossbowmen.
Also adequate for my needs.
I don't know about these foresters. What do we got here? Move 2. The move cost of forests, hills, and swamps are reduced by 1 this turn to a minimum. No. I got 2 foresters. And peasants.
I'm not even going to look at the peasants.
Alright. I'm not feeling a pull to recruit units from that keep. I kind of want to stick around, maybe. Well, no. Jeez. Just bad timing. Bad timing for that ancient ruins at night. I think I might be better off just... Let's just maybe move 1 space. Move 1 space. Which you're not going to need influence or probably one of these tokens here. But let's hang on to these combat option cards, and then use these 2 to move 1 space over here. And then I'll end my turn for now. I'll just keep these combat cards, end my turn for now, and we'll see maybe what I get in my hand on my next turn. Okay. So, discard, and then redraw. We need 3 more cards to fill my hand. 1, 2, 3. Take a look at those in a second. Did I use any tokens that I need to reroll? No, I think they're all set. They're all good. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Dummy, what do we got? Blue, crap. He's got 2 blue crystals, so I gotta draw 2 more cards. He's going through his deck definitely faster this time. But I think I am too. I only have 3 cards left in my deck. So, my turn again. And let's see. I'll bet we can finish this day before I have to end the stream. So we've got move of 2. Got some influence. When you play this, also pay 1 mana, have a basic color, gain a crystal of that color to your inventory. Or gain a crystal, I do have a blue mana, gain a crystal of any color to your inventory. That's nice. I don't think this turn I'm going to make it to that maze. So maybe I'll just move 2 more. Gosh. Okay, so that's 1 space there. I kind of want to play this right now and just gain a crystal. What would be nice coming up here? Well, I'll have to re-roll the red. Oh, no, wait, no, because none of it's been used. So we're good on red. What I could use is a blue crystal right now, yeah? Gain a crystal of any color to your inventory. And blue is a trickier one to come by. But then again, if I leave this here, it's already blue. I could just leave that unrolled. And then I could play this. Oh, but I also have to pay a mana of a basic color. Well, yeah, I could pay a red and then gain a crystal of that color to my inventory. Let's do that. Let's do that. This, and then red crystal. Keep the blue there, because that's not going to be used by the dummy player. And I could maybe still make use of it before this turn is over. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, and then to move into that space, that's a wasteland space. So that's going to be 4 just to get into. My gosh. Well, we're ahead of the dummy player. We're ahead of the dummy player. So I think we can just keep this a pretty simplistic turn. I don't think we need to push right now. So I just move. I got my crystal, and that's the end of my turn. So then this gets re-rolled. A white. Okay, that could be useful. These get discarded. 1, 2, 3. Just 2 more cards. Oh, nice. Okay, so I got a couple of move cards, and then I've got a couple of good attack cards. I might be in a Ugh. Well, I'm in a position to get me into the maze. I don't know how well positioned I am to take on the maze. But that'll be next turn. So let's do the dummy players thing here. 1, 2, 3. Dang it! Blue card was the last one. 2 more cards. And he is going to declare end of round at the beginning of his next turn. Okay, my turn. Gosh, here it's almost the end of round, and I've moved away from the ancient ruins, which I'll be better positioned to do during the daytime. No, I've already committed to this direction. I think the ancient ruins, I'm just gonna miss them this time around. I think that. I mean, what's the reward? What's the reward comparison here? I mean, I could get a bunch of fame, which I'm doing pretty good on fame anyway, and what is it? Maybe oh, and some kind of reward as depicted on the yellow token. So that could be any number of things. Let me see here. Lots of these. Well, there's some artifact plus spell. I mean, there's definitely opportunity to hit the jackpot with those ancient ruins. Man, a lot of those are really pretty good. In fact, any one of those enemy rewards is going to be better than the best thing I can get in the maze. Dang it. Ugh! Did I make the wrong move? Should I start heading back? Only takes 3 to get in. Maybe I should start heading back. Heading back here, and then by the time I can get to it, it's going to be daytime. And then it won't take as much move to get in there. I think like the best that I can get, I mean the best I can get from doing this maze is 1 artifact, right? 1 artifact. Yeah, dude, I want to go for the ancient ruins. I want to go for those ancient ruins, dang it. Okay. So, oh, you know what? While it's nighttime, I could move into this space. I could spend 3 to move here. And I can at least take advantage of the nighttime right now. Because otherwise it's 5 to move into that space. Because it's like a desert space or something, like freaking hot during the daytime. But I move in there, end my turn there, get a crystal. And then I'm even better positioned to take on this ancient ruins. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So, we got to get 3 movement from my cards here. Well, the pool's about to be reset. The mana pool. So, I might as well play this one with the mana token. That gives me 4 movement. That's plenty to get in there with 1 left over. And then I can just end my turn there. And then I still have at least 1 movement card left. Yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, so I will take, for my crystal, do I want a white one or a red one? Well, I can't count on the mana pool because that's going to be re-rolled in a second here. I've got, the white one might be handy, so I have an option here to use this in a different way. And I've got a red crystal already, so yeah, we'll do the white. I'll get myself a white crystal. And that is the end of my turn. So this gets re-rolled. Oh, another red. Discard. 2, 3, 4, and then I... Wait! Before I totally finish, I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, the knight's about to... Wait, no, he's going to declare end of round. I still will get a turn. I'll still get a turn. Okay. Okay. Almost missed it. Almost missed it. So, dummy player's turn. He's declaring end of round. My turn. I do not want to forget to use my illusionist to gain that white crystal. In fact, I can use that to gain the white crystal. Let's do that. Well, hang on. Too many options. Too much to think about. It's a boatload of stuff here. I mean, I don't really need influence. I don't think I'm going to need that anytime soon. So, and my whole hand's about to get reset. Maybe I should, well, it's nighttime. Jeez Louise. It's the whole thing I wanted to avoid, but I mean, maybe I'm about to ditch my whole hand anyway, right? Don't you lose your whole hand when you... I think you do. Do you? Do you lose? Do you discard and reshuffle your whole hand at the end of a round? I can't remember now. Let's see here. I know that you make a new deck, you reshuffle your discarded things. Players reshuffle their, let's see. Reshuffle their decks and draw new cards. Yeah, I think so. I think I'd start completely fresh with a fresh new hand at the beginning of a new day. So, I mean, I might as well just use everything I have to get in there. Let's see here. Did I get a white crystal yet? Man, I can't remember what I've done this turn. You know what? I can't remember if I used something else or my unit to get that white crystal. I forgot to put the token on it to say that I used it. So I'm just going to get another white crystal because Eldrath does what he wants to do. Now let's see here. I got to move 2 right there. And gosh, I got to say goodbye to these great attack cards. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about this quite the right way. 2, 3, 4, and I guess 5, whatever. So that'll get me in. And then I guess I'll be there and ready to go when we start a new thing. So, all right. Well, let's see. Before I finish up here, I can at least start the new day. Oops. Okay. Oh wait, no. Let's put this down first. Crap! Already starting with one of those. That sucks. I think there's some rule. I can't remember if you're allowed to re-roll those under any circumstances when you are. I don't know. I'm going to re-roll this because I don't want to take time to look it up right now. Yay! All great reasons to play this game solo. So that's good. We gotta redo the whole unit offer. That's all right. This was not a great offer as far as I was concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I didn't pick this one up. I guess I've kind of lost my chance for that now. Oh boy. So that dummy player, he just got a white crystal into his deck. So that he becomes ever more likely to draw extra cards during his turn. Okay. And do I just need to reshuffle my stuff now? Maybe. Unit gets readied again. I think so. Wait, do I have all my cards here? Oh, oops, I almost gave myself some free units. It's not how the game works, Peter.
Unless I wanted to.
All right. Yeah. Definitely picking up some extra cards in my deck here. Oh, that's the official timer going off. Gotta end the stream. So, yeah, this has been fun. I will not be playing this again this week, but when I put this out in just a video form weeks from now, if you are interested in seeing me play more of this game, picking up where I'm leaving off here, I'm just going to keep this board frozen the way it is, ready to start this day 3. So let me know if you'd be interested in that compared to the other games that I play during this whole event, and we'll see what happens. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye bye.